Just a couple of days ago, we were talking about a deeply disturbing situation involving Houston Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr., where a difficult game on the mound was followed by horrific death threats made online, specifically targeting his young children. It was a stark reminder of the dark side of online toxicity and how it can spill over into the lives of athletes and their families. Now, that situation has taken a very serious turn. Breaking news in this disturbing story: law enforcement is officially involved. The Houston Police Department has launched a full investigation into the death threats made against Lance McCullers Jr. and his family. This moves the situation out of the realm of just online noise and into the official legal system. The Houston Police Department confirmed their investigation, although as of Monday morning, no one had been taken into custody yet. This is an active criminal investigation to identify whoever made these vile threats. Just to recap the context, after his start last Saturday against the Cincinnati Reds, where he struggled, giving up 7 earned runs while recording only 1 out, an emotional Lance McCullers Jr. spoke to reporters. He revealed that someone had sent him death threats on social media. And the most sickening part? The threats explicitly targeted his 2 children. McCullers himself described how tough it was to deal with. He said he understands fan passion, but threatening to find his kids and murder them crosses a line that is a little bit tough to deal with for a father. Astros manager Joe Espada echoed that sentiment, calling it unfortunate that they even had to discuss such things, and stating it was very, very sad. The seriousness of these threats was immediately recognized by the team and the league. The Houston Astros informed the Houston Police Department, and Major League Baseball security was also notified. An MLB spokesperson confirmed that the league is in close communication with the team regarding the situation. The fact that the team and the league immediately escalated this to law enforcement underscores just how unacceptable and potentially criminal these threats are considered. As we discussed before, Lance McCullers Jr. is not just some random player. He's one of the longest-tenured members of the Astros, drafted by the team back in 2012, making his debut in 2015. He was a crucial part of their World Series teams, playing a key role particularly in the 2017 postseason with some dominant starts. Despite battling significant injuries that have cost him large chunks of recent seasons, including missing almost 2 full years recovering from injuries before his return just recently, he's a player with deep ties to the team and the city. To have someone, potentially even a fan of the team he's dedicated years to, threaten his children after one bad game, it highlights a disturbing level of toxicity that goes far beyond normal sports criticism. McCullers was correct in his initial comments that people have faced legal consequences for similar threats in the past. Cases where individuals have been prosecuted and even jailed for online threats made to athletes and their families set a precedent. The involvement of the Houston Police Department now means the focus is on identifying the specific individuals behind these threats and potentially pursuing criminal charges. This investigation sends a clear message: threatening athletes, and especially threatening their families or children, is not just being a passionate fan. It is a criminal act, and it will be treated as such by law enforcement. It's a necessary step to try and curb this kind of vile online behavior that has become all too common. For Lance McCullers Jr. and his family, the emotional toll of receiving these threats must be immense. Knowing that the police are now investigating hopefully brings some sense of validation and potential for justice. But it doesn't erase the fear and violation they must feel. Player safety in professional sports has rightly become a major focus. But that safety must extend beyond the field. It must include protecting players and their families from harassment, intimidation, and outright threats of violence, whether those threats are made in person or online. The Houston police investigation is an important development. It shows that these threats are being taken with the utmost seriousness they deserve. It's a stark reminder that words have consequences, especially when they cross the line into criminal intimidation. Hopefully, the investigation will lead to the identification and prosecution of those responsible, sending a strong message that targeting a player's children is an unforgivable act with real legal repercussions. This is no longer just a sports story, it's a criminal matter. And player and family safety must remain the absolute priority. In a disturbing development, the Houston Police Department has launched an investigation into death threats made against Houston Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. and his family. The threats reportedly surfaced following McCullers' start on Saturday against the Cincinnati Reds, where he struggled, giving up 7 earned runs in just 1/3 of an inning. While passionate reactions from fans are common in sports, the nature of these threats crossed a severe line. McCullers himself revealed that someone threatened to find and murder his children. He acknowledged the intensity of Astros fans but stated that this specific threat was understandably a little tough to deal with. The Astros organization has taken the threats seriously, with manager Joe Espada calling the situation unfortunate and very, very sad. The team promptly alerted both the Houston Police Department and MLB security. According to the Houston Chronicle, police have initiated an investigation, though no arrests had been made as of Monday morning. MLB has also confirmed they are in contact with the team regarding the situation. McCullers, one of the longest tenured players for the Astros and a key part of their 2017 World Series win, recently returned to the mound on May 4 after a long battle with injuries that sidelined him for extended periods, including the entire 2019 and a significant portion of the 2022 and 2024 seasons. As the investigation continues, the focus remains on ensuring the safety of McCullers and his family and addressing the unacceptable nature of such threats in professional sports. In a stark reminder of the disturbing online abuse faced by athletes, Houston Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. revealed that he and his family received horrifying death threats aimed specifically at his children following his rough start on Saturday night. McCullers had a difficult outing against the Cincinnati Reds, allowing 7 earned runs and recording just 1 out before being removed from the game, which the Astros ultimately lost 13-9. However, the emotional toll of the performance was compounded by the messages he received afterward. Speaking to reporters in a raw and emotional post-game press conference, McCullers stated, quote, "I understand people are very passionate and people love the Astros and love sports. But threatening to find my kids and murder them is a little bit tough to deal with." He went on to describe the sickening nature of the threats, including messages threatening to, quote, "stab my kids to death next time they were seen in public," calling it, quote, "tough to hear as a dad." McCullers, one of the longest tenured players on the Astros and a part of their World Series winning teams, noted that while he has received threats aimed at himself over the years, bringing his children into it is unacceptable. He also referenced instances where individuals making similar threats in baseball have faced legal consequences. Astros manager Joe Espada was visibly upset when addressing the situation, calling it, quote, "very unfortunate that we had to deal with this." Espada expressed his frustration and sadness, stating, quote, "I got kids, too. It really drives me nuts. It's very sad. Very, very sad." He also defended McCullers, acknowledging his contributions to the team and city, and noted the pitcher is still working his way back from significant injury absences in 2023 and 2024. The incident serves as a grim reminder of the level of harassment athletes and their families can face online, where poor performance on the field can tragically spill over into real-world threats against their loved ones.